Honestly, I don't know what kind of explanation he'll have to give. What I do know is that it looked bad, especially for Luciano Huck, okay? And for all those artists who did that intense advertising for that bank that was just liquidated recently. Todd Wilbank. A dreadful situation. And look, it's the people from the Northeast who are outraged because a large part of those most harmed were people from the Northeast. Oh my goodness. Knocking on Luciano Huck's door, I'm gonna show everything here. Hit that like button, smash the like to boost engagement, blow it up, and while you're at it, share a lot. Leave your comments here. Who here was a customer of this bank, of Luciano Huck's bank? Come join our family. Here on the channel, my friends, before we start, I want you to take a look at this image here. Do you see it? It's me in Adreles. Look at how big my face was. Look at the size. This other video here that I made for TikTok, I made it about 5 or 6 months ago. Look at my double chin. Look at the size of my face. Look how swollen I was. 20 kilos heavier, 20 kilos heavier. Now, I want you guys to take a look at this other image here. You see it, guys. Slim Faber, this product that I advertise here on the channel, here on our channel, it's official, okay? It's official. It's the place with the biggest discount. Because I have a partnership directly with the owner of Slim Faber. Why? It was through this little product here that I managed to lose 20 kilos. 20 kilos. I used to weigh 105 kilos, and today I'm at 85 thanks to Slim Faber. So if you're thinking about going on a diet, we know that at the end of the year, at the beginning of the year and all that, keeping in shape, I use Slim Faber. It's a little powder that you put in water, stir it, and it gives you that feeling of fullness, you know? And you'll be able to lose inches. If I could do it, why can't you do it too, right? It's a great product to fight obesity, to help us lose weight and look good. It's an excellent opportunity. All the results are here, all the results right here. A few months ago, 20 kilos. I'm living proof that I managed to lose weight. I made a direct deal with the Slim supplier. You won't be able to buy at our price on any other channel. Here is the best deal on the whole internet. So the link is right here, just below. Don't miss this opportunity. Let's lose weight and look great. I'm sure that, look, the fourth one, the life-changing one, the link is right here, just below. Yeah. It's the love group. It's the love group. Luciano Huck won, but the people lost. You understand? Now, my friends, it's always been about this. When things are good for these people, like this pale guy, this is a pale guy. Things are terrible for the people. Now, for the first time, it's not because I like President Bolsonaro, because I admire him. I admire his family. I admire Nicholas. I admire all of them. It's not about that, is it? But for the first time in history, in 4 years, things were good for us. Obviously, there were problems. There was the pandemic. There was war. For example, picanha, when President Bolsonaro took office, it was 17 reais per kilo. 17 reais per kilo, here at the butcher shop in my city. But President Bolsonaro's term ended. It was 30-something for the same thing, but there was a pandemic. There was war, now not even with $70. And there was no pandemic, no war, and everything is just great. For that, this guy here made millions of reais by advertising a bank that was full of scammers. He's managing this guy here who tells you as if it's the most natural thing that he's from Amara. He's going to build a house here to renovate the old tin can. Pale face. Useless talk in the valley, and who Domingo Will cleans up the Olympics.
Who registers the Pix key, pays bills, sends and receives Pix, recharges their phone, earns points. See?
Will he return the money to help reimburse the people? Because there are a lot of people who had money in that bank. And they can't withdraw. They really can't withdraw. Not even Globo. Yesterday, Globo reported that some people believe they don't have to pay their credit card bills, but they actually do. They'll go to the Student Placement Center, and their name will be listed there. Here I saw this wonderful video from this influencer, right? He said everything. The Northeast was most affected.
If regret could kill. Ever since someone recommended this bank, I woke up today to find my app blocked. I thought, why did they block it? Will, did this happen to you too? Each day, a crook and a sucker leave home. 12 million suckers? They got tricked and woke up to their accounts blocked because this little demon here is part of Banco Master, a conglomerate. Then comes that Daniel Volcaro, right? The minister's wife, the politician's children, and you who love having a little favorite politician. In the Northeast alone, there were over 4 million clients, with more than 2 million receiving Bolsa Familia benefits. So I don't know if we win together or if we get screwed together. Did everyone understand? Fumo, you have a will there just like me, but we have to congratulate him, right? Every day a jerk leaves home and a sucker leaves too. This time the sucker was me and 12 million other people.
Yeah, it's outrageous, 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 outrageous. Outrageous, outrageous. Position. Right? Let's write it down as if it were a poem, but I didn't get anything, which is fine. Let's not be grateful for free, right? It's all free. Everything's free here, my friends. Look at this. Vinicius Jr. And that guy, Whindersson Nunes, also made millions. It's always like that. Always like that. For the smart ones to win, they have to take money from us. Suckers, because they really think we're suckers, see? For years, EOBAM used celebrities to build its presence in digital banking. The strategy targeted consumers from classes C and D, aiming to associate the brand with admired figures close to the general public, with a strong presence on social media. Here, Brazil is not for amateurs. These characters really cause trouble every day, a true mockery in the face of the people. And now, when it's time to take responsibility for all this barbarity they've caused against Brazilians, ask if Luciano Huck, up until now, has made any statement of support saying, "Look folks, I'm sorry, I was wrong, I didn't know this bank was like that. He goes by taxi and we go by bus. By taxi, we go by bus." Because all these people who supported Lula, who celebrated, who said Bolsonaro was a coup plotter and talked about the democratic rule of law. The day Barroso left the Supreme Court, Luciano Huck paid tribute to him, right? Luciano is there at the Supreme Court saying, look, there was democracy because of Barroso and all that. Look, everything's already itching. It's an atrocity. What these people do to the public, 12 million people, look, 12 with the liquidation. Look in the comments here. I never trusted anything that's put out by artists, including this other one here who also came with the story, right? He was really worried about our kids and all that. He was worried, yeah, right. The big name from Globo there is Barbatal de Felca for almost 3 years now. Well known. He told me about this bank, saying it was great because he got a higher credit limit than elsewhere. I hadn't heard of it, so I changed the subject. That was my best move. People are talking about it, right? I only heard about this crap now. Probably because I keep my distance from that crowd that supports Lula's gang, right? Because most of them, and it's a fact, okay, people are talking about it here. The ones who were most harmed were the Partido dos Trabalhadores supporters. The ones who supported Lula, they were the most harmed. Because look, these are people who follow. Luciano Huck, the victimizer, then Vinicius Jr., Whindersson Nunes, that Pablo Vitter guy. They're all these people who did the campaign. That's because Pelego is still trying to blame the Master Bank thing on Bolsonaro supporters. They're trying, they're desperate, they're really desperate. And still, like, there are federal police lessons, because when everyone becomes an owner, things are going to get ugly, really ugly. Here, I hadn't heard of this bank before. For context, I don't follow Batistas, union leaders making easy money, or those types, and I'd never heard of this bank before. When I posted it on Instagram, posted it on TikTok, even posted it here in the comments, people were like, no, I had an account there. I had an account there. A lot of people sometimes fall for scams, unfortunately, right? Unfortunately, it affected far fewer informed people, but it still ends up affecting them. I had never heard of Will Bank before, right? But that's how it is. See, most of the Northeast was harmed. Look how these people care about the Northeast. Hit the like button, smash the like button. Come be part of our family, share it, spread it around. This video really helps our work. I'll be back soon on the Paisafilos channel, Fabiano Gigay.